Hi, my name is Malcolm Travers, and I am the editor-in-chief of the Mail Media Mind, and this is my editor's note for January 30th, 2015. I just completed the conference call I had with all the contributors, and it was, I think, a great experience. I gotta say, I really feel confident about the people who are contributing to M3 right now. It's a really great bunch of guys, very intelligent and thoughtful. I thought we had a great conversation, and part of that I am recording for the new podcast, which was launched Tuesday officially. And these conversations are basically mixed and used in articles and also just part of our planning sessions. So that's one of the reasons why we had those meetings on Friday. Actually, the meetings on Friday were just to increase the amount of communication between the contributors. And when Breeze started his podcast on the Real Housewives of Atlanta, I thought, well, the way that he was doing it was through freeconferencecall.com. So I thought, well, why don't we just do our conference call that we do every week? And at the end of it, let's record a conversation and see if that can be used to make a podcast. And so far, I have one in the one up on iTunes and Stitcher Radio right now. I've got two that I'm in the process of editing and getting graphics ready for. And this was going to be the fourth one, which I haven't started working on. But, it's a work in progress. I've never done a podcast. I'm learning as I go. But it's just been a great experience. And I just feel that the guys who are involved in it are doing an excellent job. And I just feel really confident about it. One of the things that we talked about in the conference call tonight was about what M3 really stands for. And, we have a lot of different content on the Mail Media Mind blog. We talk about dating and relationships, which is the first thing on there, and it's one of my basic interests. Sex, entertainment, psychology, news and politics. And because of that, I'm like, what does Mail Media Mind really stand for? And one of the things I felt, even with all this variety of subject matter, what I've always felt that M3 is always about is positivity, about uplifting our community, unifying the community through dialogue, through intellect, you know, setting positive role models in front of people, showing people how to have conversations, showing people how to disagree without being an asshole. That's what I think we're ultimately about. And so we talk about all the things that we're interested in, and we're all different. We have all different points of view. We live all over the country, and we come together for one purpose, and that is to better ourselves and the people around us. And I hope that's what Mail Media Mind will continue to represent. And I do feel like we're doing something positive. So one of the things that we also talked about within the Mail Media Mind group, we want to read. I actually wanted to do a book club years ago, actually, and we really couldn't get it off the ground. It was actually last January, I was planning on, doing something like that. I think I might have made a few posts, but it wasn't really going anywhere. But this year, we're going to do it. We're starting in February, and the book that we'll be reading is the Who's Afraid of Post-Blackness. Let me bring it up. I wrote a review of this in May of last year. I read the book. I loved it. I think it's a great place to start with, Black History Month coming up. It's talking to a lot of different Black Americans about Blackness, about what it means to be Black, and the future of Black America. I really think it's a great book. I'm hoping that I can get some of the other contributors, David, Vaughn, Mark, and Breeze. Hopefully, I think they're on board for reading it. And we will have a discussion about it during one of our conference calls and put it into a podcast. It'll probably be part of the same series that's on iTunes, so it's not going to be a separate podcast, but it will not be one of our regular editions. It'll be an extra podcast on top of our regular episodes. So I'm looking forward to that. We're also going to be instituting a writer's workshop for the same group of people who are interested in writing. Not all of our contributors are writers. Some of them are commentators. But the writers, we want to increase the amount of writing that we're doing, because most of our posts in the past few months have been videos, which I love doing. But we're gonna do some writing exercises, both fiction and nonfiction, and some of them will be published. I want there to be a certain amount of openness about it. So none of them are really going to be asked to be published. But one of the things I do want to do is have a conversation about what we wrote and what the experience was like. And we'll share that with people who want to do it on their own. Because I think first it is improving our own writing skills and then spreading it around. The Writer's Workshop is going to be a series of exercises, hopefully over the next 12 months. And maybe they can be tied into something, a complete exercise, or something that we can get out. It depends on what each contributor feels like they are capable of. So anyway, that's what we're going to do. Let's see, Mark has an article coming out Wednesday. The second edition of the podcast is coming out Tuesday. I got a video that's a continuation of the Sleepless in Jamaica video that should be ready for Monday. And then Thursday, we're going to have a new video from the hangout that's going to be tomorrow. And Friday, I should have a piece on the meaning of life. So we got a full week coming up, including Sunday, which we haven't published on Sunday in a long time. Sunday is going to be David Volan's piece on black crime, which we'll also discuss in the hangout tomorrow. So we have a lot of stuff coming up, and I just am really excited about it. M3 has just been, I think, one of the best experiences that I've had as a creative endeavor. And I just really appreciate all the people who are involved. And I want to thank everyone for being involved. Thank you for watching the video. Make sure to visit mailmediamind.com. We have a lot of social media offerings. And one of the things I mentioned is we have a Facebook group that is mostly about politics and society, which you would have to contact one of us because it's a secret group. But we also have the M3 Life, M3 Entertainment, M3 Undercover. Come be a part of the M3 community. We really appreciate it. And leave us a comment or question that you'd like us to answer. We always appreciate that as well. So thank you for watching.